Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Passport TV. I'm your host, Harry Dick. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Much appreciated, and welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, I'd like to say, if you celebrated the Easter weekend, I hope everybody had a great Easter weekend. And if you didn't celebrate it, I hope everybody had a great weekend. I certainly did. Spending time with my siblings, wonderful time. Nothing better in this world than spending time with family. Children, grandchildren, siblings, nothing better in the world than spending time with family. You betcha. Nothing better in the world. Anyway, folks, let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the meat and the potatoes of today's episode. And today we are talking about hazards in the workplace. Every workplace has some type of hazard, some hidden dangers, but taking precautions, safety steps to avoid injury and illness at the workplace, very important. For example, let's say you work in construction. Very important to work with people, amongst people that work well together as a team, looking out for each other. Also very important to have safety equipment, such as a hard hat or a safety harness. These are ways to help prevent getting injured in the workplace, at the work site, on the construction site. Now, let's say, for an example, that you work in the sex industry. And a lot of times, in some countries where people are financially desperate, very poor, a lot of the people in these countries, they work in this type of industry. Massages, escorts, call girls, bar girls, etc. And there are safety measures that the people that work in this industry should be taken. For example, protection, condoms. But sometimes for a few extra pesos, maybe a cheeseburger, the client can talk the working person into allowing them to raw dog. You betcha, raw dog. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, for a few extra pesos or even a cheeseburger, the possibilities of spreading STDs are much greater. And as reported recently on the Replay channel, we heard the frail crab pervert talking about the gilder. The gilder having a sore throat and most probably gonorrhea of the throat. You betcha, gonorrhea of the throat. And because of this being her line of work, as she said, she has two hands and a mouth and knows how to make money. That's public record, folks. Straight from the horse's mouth. Two hands and a mouth to make money. Public record, straight from the horse's mouth. You betcha. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day and tuning in to Passport TV. Have a great day.